Hello guys, welcome to one more episode of La Huerta. We are back from our holidays and everything has grown so much, it's amazing. So right now we are at the harvest period and we are going to start harvesting our broad beans. In fact, Jose has already started harvesting some. Here we have a load full of them and you can see the plants that he has already removed, all of this square behind me, but we still have all of these ones to go. And I'm gonna record him while he does that so that you can see how it's done. It's very easy. Basically, what we are doing, because the plants are finished, we just pull the whole plant and then harvest the pods from the plant. And then after that, you have to remove the pods to collect the beans, but we'll show you that later. So let me show you how the beans look right now so that you know when they are ready to harvest. So here, for example, in this plant, you can see this pod where you can notice if you touch it, or actually just looking, you can notice the shape of the beans inside. And if you touch it, you can feel the beans actually. In this same plant, there will be several pods, and the ones at the top, if there are any, might be less developed. Like for example, in this plant here, there's this very big one here that's ready to harvest. This second one here that's also ready to harvest, although the beans will be smaller. And this one here, which is not completely full. But we are not going to wait any longer to harvest all of these plants because there are plenty, even if we don't let them develop fully. So you can see how Jose is collecting the full plant and then picking all of the pods from the plant. And then the plants will be discarded and put on the compost bin. Actually, the roots from these plants you can leave on the ground because, as you can see, there are all of these nodules, these little white balls that you see here. These nodules contain a lot of nitrogen. This is where the bacteria, the rhizobium, live. They are not parasites, they are symbionts with the plant. And the bacteria collect a lot of nitrogen from the atmosphere and they help the plant. They help to feed the plant, and the plant in return gives a little bit of sugar to the bacteria. So these roots, if you left them on the ground, this nitrogen here would disperse in the ground, so they would act as fertilizer, but they would go into the compost bin in our case, and they will just fertilize our compost just the same.
Sleepless nights at the chateau, visualize it. I'll give it something to do. Kuch, wherever we go, visualize it. I'll give it something to do. To get a wildfire burning, visualize it. I'll give it something to do. Ace high and going all in, visualize it. I'll give it something to do.
Okay, so this is our harvest, and now we just need to pot them all out, and we will have plenty for the winter and until next year. And Jose will do that while I prepare this soil for the next crop, which will be brassicas. I will be putting kale and also winter cabbage, and I think some other brassicas that I don't remember anymore, but they are all in the greenhouse. They're tiny right now, but they will grow very fast once they're in the ground. I'll show you when I'm done. So Jose has finished potting the broad beans, and these are all of them. As you can see, it's a pretty big bag. I guess we have about 3 to 4 kilos here. If I hold it, I don't know if I can with just one hand. It's quite heavy. And I still need to prepare the soil in that bed to plant the brassicas, so I'll show you that when I'm done. So it's the next day. As you can see, it's not as sunny anymore, but just wanted to show you that the brassicas have been planted. Here I have put kale and a few cauliflowers, and then in the bed where the broad beans were, which is right here, I have put the rest of the winter brassicas. These ones I have protected with netting because, as you know by now, the brassicas are loved by the white butterfly, the cabbage butterfly. and so they have to be protected. I didn't have enough netting or supports for the bed up there, but you know, we are not so fond of kale as we are of cabbage and broccoli, so I will protect these ones, and the other ones will have to fend by themselves. And this is where the other ones are. So yeah, I'll update you when there's something else to show.